I just hope she's alive.
This is the story of Deaundrea Ford, age 21, a pretty young mother to a 4-year-old boy who has been missing for over 12 days after she was last seen leaving Diva's Bikini Bar and Grill on the east side of Houston, where she worked as a dancer. She was last seen on the bar's surveillance footage in which she had been interacting with a Hispanic individual who appeared to be buying her drinks. Her disappearance most likely is connected to her being a witness to a capital murder case which the suspect was supposed to be indicted a day before she disappeared. She was never seen again few minutes after spending time with the customer inside his van. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. Deaundrea Ford, age 21, is a young woman based in Houston. She is known to be a funny, sweet and loving person.
Y'all, they say red hair get your ass ate, and I'm trying to get my ass ate. Who wanna eat it?
She has a very funny sense of humor.
I pledge allegiance to the bag. 2023, I'm finna get this money and make these mad.
I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord. Hallelujah. I feel him down in my spirit. You know, as I think about the goodness of Jesus and all that he has done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah. Thank God for saving me.
Bitch, I don't play with you like that. I don't I don't play with you like that. I don't.
I texted him 10 minutes ago. He made a post 6 minutes ago. 10 take away 6 equal 4 the streets. He gotta go. He for the streets. Bye-bye.
If I can't call and ask you for no cash, don't call and ask me for no ass. If I can't call and ask you to bring me something to eat, don't call and ask me for no. Thank you, management.
Deandrea is the mother to a 4-year-old handsome boy whom she loves dearly. She puts him over almost everything in her life. They share adorable moments together on social media. Deandrea is also very active on social media. She posts several videos of her doing various things, be it dancing, acting, etc.
This boy be in my DM say I'm pretty.
I don't know about y'all. I'm quick to pew on the nigga. Oh, you don't want to talk? Pew. Oh, I'm getting on your nerve. Pew. First class flight. Out of nigga.
Yes. Was you really at Tasha's house trying to fight her today? Was. And you killed the lady car? Did. And told this lady you gonna kill her and her kid?
Am.
And you know damn well you ain't gonna kill nobody.
Will.
Shit.
Deandrea was a victim of a robbery gone wrong around May. Deandrea and her friend Quishiana, another dancer, had earned $1,500 while dancing and doing some other things for clients they visited in Louisiana. Somewhere along the line, a former detention officer named Gerald Wheeler and 3 others tried to rob them. In the process, they committed murder during the crime, making Deandrea a key witness. Deandrea was in the front passenger seat of Otis Parker's car around 4:30 a.m. on May 18 when gunshots rang out. Bullets barely missed Deandrea, who managed to escape out of the back passenger side unharmed, but Otis was shot dead at the scene. The suspects were charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, with Deandrea listed as the victim, and also charged with the capital murder of Otis Parker, which was committed during the robbery.
New tonight, the Harris County Sheriff's Office confirming less than 4 hours ago that one of its detention officers is facing a capital murder charge. Houston police say Jarrell Wheeler killed Otis Parker Jr. on Selinsky Road back in May. Wheeler was arrested yesterday. He's being held on a $350,000 bond. The Sheriff's Office says he's been relieved of duty and is cooperating with the investigation. Investigators also looking for these 3 suspects: Jamal Brown, Quintiana Taylor, and Mariah Green. They say they are also charged with capital murder. The motive is unknown. If you've seen them or you know where they are, you're asked to call HPD or Crime Stoppers.
Around 1 a.m. on September 21st, a day before one of the suspects in the murder case was formally indicted, Deandrea, while at the Diva's Bikini Sports Bar and Grill where she worked as a dancer, she was seen on surveillance footage with someone who looks to be a Hispanic individual buying her drinks inside the bar. Then they both walked to a white van which they got into and stayed in there for almost an hour. The van later drove off to an unknown location. Law enforcement have not released that security footage, but her family members saw it but could not recognize who the Hispanic male is.
A 21-year-old Houston woman has now been missing for a week, and her family is asking for your help to hopefully find her. She was last seen getting into a van in front of a bar where she worked with an unidentified customer. Fox 26's Sherman DeSell is joining us live here from East Houston. And Sherman, you spoke to her family. What did they have to say?
Yeah, good evening, Anthony. Deaundrea Ford, she was working at the Diva's Sports Bar and Grill, Bikini Sports Bar and Grill, as a dancer for only a few weeks. The family says that the last time they heard from her was right before this happened, this September 21st, around 1 a.m. And she was seen on a video camera outside of the business getting into a van with someone who was in there just a few minutes before. So here's what we know so far. Around 1 a.m. that night, the surveillance video shows what the family members saw. They said that around 1 a.m. the girl got in the passenger seat of a white van outside the bar with the customer. They sit there for a little over an hour. The van then drives off, and her uncle says before she got in the van with the customer, that same customer was seen talking to another female staff member inside the bar for a little while, about 20 minutes. They seem to be familiar with each other. No suspects have been identified by police. Deandrea is also the mother of a 4-year-old boy, making this even more difficult for the family.
Family members aren't sure if her disappearance and her involvement as a witness in the murder case are connected. But it seems so suspicious because some days prior to the day when she disappeared, police were able to search one of the suspect's phone and they saw a message referring to Deandrea saying, "She ain't safe in Houston." Police have not said if the murder is in any way related to the disappearance yet. Meanwhile, Deandrea's family is begging for her safe return. Her grandmother, Bridget Carriere, said in a statement that it's not like Deandrea to suddenly disappear without talking to her family and leaving her 4-year-old son.
More than a week since a 21-year-old mother has been missing after leaving her job on the east side. In new developments tonight, we have learned she is the main witness in a capital murder case involving a detention officer. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor spoke to her family and looked into whether officials believe the cases are connected. Brooke?
Erica, her family tells me it's really unlike her to disappear, especially because she has a 4-year-old son that they say she would have definitely been checking in on.
I just hope she's alive.
This family says that hope is all they have to hold on to right now. Deaundrea Ford was last seen on September 22nd leaving Diva's Bikini Bar and Grill on the East Freeway and Centerwood Drive where she works. Police say she was seen on surveillance footage with a man in a white van in the early hours. HPD hasn't shared that video, but Ford's uncle has seen it and gave it to police.
We were able to see her interacting with looks to be a Hispanic individual, a male. They were having drinks. He was buying her drinks. There were other females inside of the establishment as well, who were interacting with him, who seemed to have known him. And, you know, there's also the footage that I have of them sitting in a van for about maybe an hour or so before he just leaves.
While her family tells me they aren't sure the cases are connected, Ford is the main witness in a capital murder case involving a former detention officer, Jarrell Wheeler. Wheeler and 3 others were charged with capital murder in connection to the death of Otis Parker in May. According to court documents, the murder was a planned robbery stemming from $1,500 that Ford and another dancer made visiting clients in Louisiana. Court documents reveal angry text messages from one of the suspects talking about Ford. That text said, quote, "She ain't safe in Houston at all." As this family awaits answers, HPD says they're following leads and won't comment because it's too early on in the investigation.
I really don't know what happened to her, but I'm hoping that she's safe and sound and that she can come home to us.
The ambush that killed Otis stemmed from a feud between him and Quishiana Taylor, who's one of the suspects in the capital murder case. Otis brought Deandrea and Quishiana to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to work as dancers and adult pleasers, but didn't give Quishiana the $1,500 that she made during the week-long trip, according to court documents. So she planned with her boyfriend and 2 other people to rob Otis, which ended tragically in the killing of Otis. Her family continues to appeal to the public to help them. Her son is devastated about this whole incident. Houston police asked anyone with tips or information about Deandrea's whereabouts to call the Houston Police Patrol at 713-884-3131 or Houston Police Missing Persons Division at 832-394-1840. Deandrea is 5 feet 4 inches and weighs about 170 pounds. Please, if you have any information that could help, please do not hesitate to contact the appropriate authorities. We do hope she returns back home safely to her son and family. Please stay safe out there and see you in the next video.